Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to turn EVA craft foam that looks something like this into leather. I used this technique most recently for my boyfriend's Khal Drogo cosplay, and we used it, as you can see, for his belt and for his bracers. As you can see, there's some texture to it, and there's a difference in the coloring as well throughout it, and it's got a little bit of a shine to it. So it can easily be used to substitute leather. So this technique is good if you can't afford leather, if you want to save down on costs, or if you just want to be animal friendly and cruelty free. So keep watching and you'll learn how to do it. I'm just using regular craft foam, which I've added texture to using aluminum foil and an iron. So you have to heat up the iron to a middle, I don't know what you'd call that, well, 2 little dots on my setting. So it's pretty hot. It's right before you have to start using steam. Take your aluminum foil, you have to crunch it up into a little ball, and then you flatten it out. Just use one layer of it or else the heat won't go through it. I experimented with different ones, like different thicknesses. This is like about 2 or 3 layers or something, but that didn't really work. So just one layer. So you put your foil down, and then you get your iron. Oops. You kind of have to leave the iron there a little bit. You don't want to move it around too much because you really want it to heat up and concentrate. You'll know if it's worked if it's kind of stuck onto the foam and you have to peel it off. Just careful not to leave it on too long. But see, you can hear it when you have to peel it off. It means that it's really gone. And you have to repeat that all over until it looks like this. And you can see that there are parts that got burnt by the iron. But that's okay because you do want to make it look like leather, so it should be kind of shiny. And you can see like it gets really textured, it's really cool. But it does take quite a while. And I'm gonna have to do this to, I think, 7 sheets or something? I don't know, lots of sheets. Now you'll just need some black acrylic paint, and you need to water it down quite a bit so that you can easily spread it all over the EVA foam sheet. Make sure to really work it into all of the little crevices. You can also wipe some excess off if you want to give it a more uneven look. When that's nearly dried off, but it's still a little moist, go in with some undiluted black acrylic paint and really push it into the crevices, and then clean it off with some paper. This is really tedious to do, but it's really important because it will really give it depth. I think this step is what took the longest in the whole process, and that's why next time I want to try using some black EVA as a base instead of brown, because then I wouldn't have to do this. Once the black paint is dry, go in with some brown acrylic paint in a tone lighter than your EVA base and dry brush it on. It's really important to dry brush it on so that it doesn't go into the crevices that took you so long to paint with the black paint. And it's really important to do this step because it'll really give it dimension. Now your next step will be coating the EVA foam with some PVA glue. I'm just putting some water in it just to dilute it a little bit, just so that it's more spreadable, because it was like really sticky to start off with, so I found this way is better. You don't want it too watery or else it'll just seep into the crevices, and you don't want that as well with the glue. You should just lightly brush it on so that it really sits on top of the EVA and doesn't sink into all the little creases. That'll help give it an uneven finish and rough texture. And after you've done those last 2 steps of the brown paint and the glue about 3 times, so it's 3 layers of glue. And what I mean by this is, there should be your first layer of brown paint, and then your first layer of glue, a second layer of brown paint, a second layer of glue, and then your last layer of brown paint and last layer of glue. Then you're finished, and the result will be this. You see that it doesn't get too shiny, even with 3 layers of glue. It's because the foam really absorbs the paint and the glue. So if you want it more shiny, then more layers of glue. It's as simple as that. I hope you liked it. I hope it's useful. It's really tedious to do, and next time I might actually try starting off with black EVA foam instead of brown, just so that I don't have to do that whole step with the painting the black and wiping it off, and oh my god. Yeah, I hope you found it useful, and link me to photos of things you make with this, because I really want to see. Oh yeah, another thing. EVA foam isn't really sturdy, as you may know, so we were actually really worried about these areas with the holes in them. We were really careful throughout the convention when we laced up the belt so that this wouldn't tear, and I'm still trying to find a solution for it. One girl told me to back the EVA foam with calico fabric, so I'm going to try that out. Thanks Half Pint Harley for the tip. But I haven't tried it yet, so I'll do it and I'll let you know on my page how it goes. And yeah, hope you have a good time making some fake leather. See you next time.